What's up, everyone? It's Mr. Cox. This is my living room. I'm in my house. I wanted to send a video message to check in with everyone, to see how you guys are doing, to do a mental health check-in. Wanted to send you guys a message and to say, basically, have a little bit of patience with the people in your household. I know times are rough right now. We've probably all been up under each other. We haven't had a chance to get a break and, get outside and get a break from our families. We're underneath each other constantly around the clock. So try to have a little bit more patience with your family because it's trying times right now. COVID-19 is serious. It's a serious virus, and it's something that is affecting our world. It's affecting our economy. It's affecting, obviously, the health of people in our communities. New York is a hot spot. LA is a hot spot. Washington State is a hot spot. And when I say hot spot, I mean the virus is, people are contracting the virus rapidly. A lot of people are getting it. So this social distance thing and this isolation, like no school, no work, is really important because it's going to minimize and flatten the curve. All right, the goal is to minimize the people that contract the disease in a short period of time so that our hospitals are not overburdened. And that's what's happening in Italy. If you guys hear the news, Italy, basically they're losing a lot of people a day. I think the number's up to 800 because their hospitals are overburdened. They don't have ventilators and things like that to keep people alive. So we want to avoid that in the United States of America. So take this social distance thing very seriously. It's something that just stuck out to me the other day was that America is 25. I think the number is 33. So 25 is 33% larger or times the size of Italy, right? So if you take Italy 33 times, that'll equate the size of America. And Italy is losing 800 people a day. So if we get to as bad as Italy, let's just average out 1,000 times 33. Those are rough numbers, but you're looking at 35,000 people a day that are losing their lives, right? Now, these are guesstimates. Obviously, there's different variables, but the point is that we're not trying to get to the point in which Italy is, where they're losing that many people a day, because it would be a lot more drastic for Americans just because of the nature of the size of our country. So, this thing is real. It's affecting us. You have some states. You have Louisiana. You have Virginia. You have Kansas. And I even hear that New York State / really New York City New York City's considering closing for the rest of the year. Louisiana, Virginia, Kansas have already said that. They're done. They're closed their schools for the rest of the year. And it's something that may happen in New Jersey. All right? We don't know that yet, but that may be on the horizon. One things I'm looking for, guys, is to get more participation in the online learning. I think we're in most of my classes, we're right at the 60 to 70%, but of student participation, but I would like to get that number to 100%. So I'm gonna start reaching out to some parents to say, hey, such and such haven't participated online. Let's please move to doing that. All right. And another thing I want to say is a lot of times I'll ask a question, I'll have you respond, and I'll say, hey, respond to 3 of your classmates. And what that means is, let's say Joe says, I had a great weekend. Mark can comment on Joe's post and say, hey, what was so good about your weekend, right? I want to get some interaction between each of the students. So if I post a question, most of the times I'll say respond or comment on 3 of your peers. What that means is ask them a question, make a comment, all right? Start some dialogue so that it's like a communal thing in class. What we're trying to replicate, even though we can't, is we're trying to replicate that class experience, all right? So I'll probably do another video, maybe next week to check in with you guys. But listen, have some patience with yourself, have some patience with your family members. Miss all you guys. I hope everything is well, and please be patient because this is a very serious thing. The last thing I wanted to say is that what you guys are experiencing now is like 9/11 for me. When I was a freshman in high school at Plainfield High School, 9/11 happened, and it was just like, man, it shook the world, you know. And that's what this is. This COVID-19 is going to be something that is going to go in history books like the Black Plague, and it's going to be something that people are going to talk about years down the road. Like you guys are going to be telling your kids about COVID-19. So it's something that's serious. Please take it serious. Please heed to anything that, you know, the governor and things like that. You know, a couple students said they were hanging out late at night, even though, you know, we're all on a curfew. So please, guys, be careful. Try not to do that stuff. You know, don't put yourself at risk. Follow rules and regulations because it's a serious thing. So, guys, man, awesome. Thank you to everyone who's participating in the online learning. Let's move to get more people participating. Boom.